Hey yo, what's going down? I'm OG and this is Slump Sessions, the show that is the culture. We got Dank Lucas in the building.
What up?
What's going on?
Man, ain't shit.
So, in the rap game, how do you think, rap and we go hand in hand?
They go hand in hand because for me, I know when I'm in the studio, that's how I really just let my mind just race and wander off. I can just walk around, pace back and forth, smoking a blunt or be sitting down smoking. I could really just open my mind. So that's how smoking comes good with me in the studio. But with this whole culture, when people it's really all the cap. A lot of motherfuckers can't even smoke. They'll hit your weed a couple times and don't even want to hit it no more because it's too strong for them. Yeah, it's all cap.
So, in the rap game, who do you think you could you think you could out smoke everybody?
I don't see anybody in the rap game that's smoking on a level to where it's gonna be I can't smoke with them. Like, nah, I gotta chill out for this session. Nah, I done been around the biggest of all smokers. I be in LA, so I be seeing that shit. I be around that shit and shit. I don't see nothing that I can't do or can't outdo. People look at me crazy in LA when I'm rolling blunts and I got wax and I got this motherfucking thing right here. I keep this shit on me, my little chopper, stick talk right here, you know what I'm saying? But this is how I used to use my wax. I pull this bitch out, put it in my backwood, put it in my switch, and I'm rubbing that bitch in like I'm spreading some jelly or something. I mean, people look at me crazy, but shit, that's how I smoke. It's dank.
So, with the whole Kush Junkie, you're obviously surrounded, with the weed culture also. How did you actually get into smoking, like at a young age? How did you get into it?
I mean, I've always been around weed because I got an uncle that smoked. I don't want to throw him under the bus, but
yeah,
I always was around smelling weed. I'm from the islands originally, so I grew up on the east side of Houston, but just all origins that trace back to me, Dank, come from Eastern Caribbean and St. Lucia. So it's a lot of rosters in the culture, so smoking weed and just that image is something I've been seeing. I've always been infatuated with. Just when I was a child, just the rosters, the people who smoke were always the happiest. Versus, whenever you poor, you ain't got shit. We all fucked up, but the motherfuckers getting high, they ain't got shit, but they happy. You know what I'm saying? So
they're always happy.
They're always happy. It's just something I always that shit just drawn to me. Just always being happy in a fucked up situation. So that's how I just been around weed. But I wasn't always smoking weed. I had hoop dreams at one point in time. But them hoop dreams slowly faded and shit. I had trap dreams after that, you know what I'm saying? Smoke dreams after that. I don't even play basketball no more. That shit hurts my heart because, if you really know me, I used to play basketball every fucking day. And I had homies that used to smoke before me, and they'd be like, man, come smoke. And I'd be like, man, I'm good, bro. I'm trying to hoop. I'm trying to make it to college somewhere, nigga. That shit didn't work out like that, you know what I'm saying? So I slowly started smoking with them. And then shit, now they smoking with me. You know what I'm saying?
So you say you put wax and everything. Is there like a preferred, you got blunts, you got J's, you got bongs, you got, everything. What's your favorite, like, go-to to smoke?
People might be throwing me under the bus for this, but I like smoking swishers. I like smoking swishers. People always be like, them hoes taste like cardboard, try to throw me under the bus. And
whenever I did smoke, I used to smoke a lot of swishers.
I still smoke swishers, but it's just the shit y'all putting in there make it, you know what I mean? make it taste like cardboards, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that should be. But I smoke swishers, I smoke woods, I smoke motherfucking papers, but I kind of fell off papers. At one point in time, I was only papers. I wasn't smoking nothing but papers, but then that shit just faded away, and now I gotta have some, like a wood or a motherfucking swisher. But right now, I'm swishers.
So, like, in rap right now, backwoods is really like popping. Yeah. Like, a lot of people are just like, I only smoke woods, and shit. A few years ago, there wasn't a lot of people out there smoking woods like that.
Yeah, that's all cap, you know what I'm saying? Because they just want to just feel like they part of the culture and they smoking a big fat wood, but they got a whole bunch of outdoor and that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that shit don't mean nothing.
Everybody talking about big baseball bats.
Big baseball bats of outdoor.
Man.
Earthworm Jim, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck them niggas smoking?
Fuck it. I mean, everybody wants to try to ride the train of some shit.
Yeah, everybody wants to ride a wave, but
Yeah.
shit, it's cool. It's cool to the point to where people are all smoking something. Like if I'm out, I could smoke with somebody because they got a wood. You know what I mean? Before, people would be smoking all type of crazy flavored swishers, and now that I say I smoke swishers, I only smoke the flavorless swishers, like the diamonds. I don't do
the OG,
the apple vinegar, the apple whatever flavors they be having. I don't do none of that shit, because that shit just adds a fucked up flavor to the weed to me.
You want to taste?
Yeah, I gotta taste my weed, so
Yeah,
I only do flavorless, all flavorless. But I don't try to smoke with me with like a strawberry,
strawberry sweet,
especially
something.
a grape. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like 10 years ago, like grape blunts was the shit. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't have grapes, you wasn't smoking, my guy. But now, do not even pull a grape out. You pull a grape out,
you gonna get looked at like, what the hell you about to?
What the fuck is that?
Let me break some weed down and put it in this grape. No.
Yeah.
No more. So, what is Kush Junkie? I mean, it's a clothing brand. It's a record label. What is it to you?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's a clothing brand and it's a record company, but it's more so just a lifestyle. Just being able to fuck it. I'm getting high. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going against the norm. Well, now weed is kind of the norm because it's legal everywhere. But at one point, if you was smoking weed, you was going against the norm, and that's just what I'm about, going against the norm.
What do you think of like the direction of everywhere trying to legalize? You like it or?
I like it. I have a love-hate relationship with that because I'm glad you asked me about that. I walk in dispensaries and I get so fucking mad when it's somebody who should be working at Best Buy trying to tell me what OG Kush to buy. It's like, bro, let me look around at what I want to buy. And it's like, you just started working here, and it's cool you work at a dispensary, but don't try to come at me like
they know all the little facts to try to throw at you.
And then they be trying to sell you like the house brand weed they be having because you know that
we grow this in the back.
Yeah, they probably grow that shit in the back, and they probably get more points on that shit. But no, so I hate how someone like me, I went to jail for weed like 10 times, got 10 weed charges. You know what I'm saying? But now it got somebody profiting on weed, and he's looked at as an entrepreneur, as somebody in a breakthrough market, and he's doing his thing. But it's like, what happened to the people? Going on. Yeah, they got people, somebody who's probably fucked up back then and was riding around with a blunt in his car. Now he in jail doing a long time, got hit with a book because he had a blunt on him. But you got somebody a couple hundred miles away, he got a business, and he's looked at as a entrepreneur, a good person.
He's got himself a store and everything.
I hate how at one point in time people that look like me and you were, you know, thrown into the fucking cage behind that shit, and now it's something that's profitable, and I don't really like that shit at all, because it's like you go to dispensaries, you don't see the people who kept the culture alive in there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I see a black person in the dispensary, he's probably the doorman or something, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying there's not dispensaries that have African Americans and other races working in there, but it's just every time I go to the dispensary, it's like, damn, I shouldn't, this is not a store I go to if it was in my neighborhood, because I don't even know you motherfuckers. I can't relate to y'all. Yeah. But it's like, you don't see nobody who, you don't see nobody who keeps the weed culture alive. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes you see some real stoners working in the dispensary, and you could really vibe with them and get an idea of something in there to buy. But it's like, most of the time, bro, it be somebody who don't know what the fuck they talking about, and it's like,
just read it all in a book or some shit.
You get looked at as a criminal in there. Don't pull your phone out. It's like, nigga, somebody just called me. I'm trying to pull my phone out, and they getting on.
Trying to figure out where I'm going after this.
Pull your phone out, like I'm finna start taking pictures of some shit like I ain't never seen some weed before. So I don't just like how the culture is just. At one point in time, people were thrown in jail and looked down for it, and now it's.
Now a lot of times you just get a ticket for it.
I mean, that's cool, cause I recently got jammed and I ain't go to jail because of these laws. Not how it's not as harsh as it used to be. So I ain't tripping on that. But it's just how before it was just looked down upon, and people couldn't get jobs before for it. You know, you failing drug tests, losing jobs because you got weed in your system. But you know, you got somebody who's doing a drug 10 times worse. But the shit leaves their system in a couple of days. Yeah. So it's like, I ain't never like how weed was looked down upon, but now as they see money in it everywhere, every state is making this shit fucking legal now. That shit, fuck that shit. So,
when did you start Kush Junkies, like, in a whole? Like, when did you come up with the idea for
2011.
2011.
That's when if you like look at my clothes, it say established in 2011. But
Okay.
it was around probably a couple years before that. I had the idea in my head, like my Twitter name when I started Twitter, like in 07, was at Kush Junkie. You know what I'm saying? And I had no idea it would come to this where it's at now. I was just, it was my nigga. He had a Twitter, and he was telling me to get on Twitter, and I was like, no, what the fuck is a Twitter, bro? And I ended up eventually getting a Twitter, and my name was Kush Junkie, and it's just ever since it's been that shit. So it's just, and it just grew to this. You know what I mean? When I realized I wanted to get into like the whole music industry and this clothing thing, and I needed to find a name. I just remembered that I was like, damn, Kush Junkie is something real cool, and it fucking goes with me perfect. I mean, people look at me and they think of weed for years, so it's like, why not? You know what I'm saying?
So, what are your like kind of future plans for Kush Junkies? What do you see it growing to be?
Shit, I want to make it like a nationwide brand, like a brand like fucking
A household name.
a household name. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows. I don't want it to be like some underground. You see somebody wearing a Kush Junkie shirt in the mall, and you're like, damn, what is that? And I want you to know. You already know. Oh yeah, that's that Kush Junkie shit. I don't want it to be like something just under the wraps type shit. I want to see it like big everywhere. I want to see it in smoke shops. I want to eventually have a smoke shop with it. You know what I mean? A dispensary eventually. You know what I'm saying? Do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Have my hood niggas in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Shooting dice or some of that motherfucker.
So you do see yourself actually owning a dispensary?
Oh yes.
You're kind of changing it up of what you don't like about it.
I mean, selling weed legally and not having to look over your shoulder. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not? I definitely want to get in that, but it's just, you know, when that shit comes, there's gonna be so many like fucking permits and shit you gotta get and stuff you got. Prerequisites you gotta have, so they're gonna make a way to keep motherfuckers like me out of it, I'm pretty sure. But man, I'm gonna be optimistic about it. I hope I can get into the industry.
What do you see like Texas legalizing? Do you see that happening?
Man, I do, but I don't, cause like these state troopers and police in Texas, like I done got pulled out my window because my car smelled like weed, and they pull you over.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Put your hands up, come out the motherfucking car like that. So it's like I don't see them same cops pulling somebody over and they rolling the window down and, hey, let me see your license and registration. I don't see that shit. I don't see that shit happening, bro, at all. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, maybe like the neighboring states, Louisiana, you know what I mean, Oklahoma, but Texas, I don't see it because they too tough out here.
I think so too. But do you think like just with the money they would try to like just push it past?
Like, I mean, money, they're gonna do anything, man. Shit.
Because I mean, that's what like Colorado, and they're making so much money off of it. Don't you think Texas would be able to benefit from that?
I feel like what scares Texas off is the fact that we so close to Mexico, and I feel like that right there puts the flag up for them. I don't see why, but I know how they think about the whole border shit, the whole cartel shit. I feel like they make that an issue when it comes time to legalize it. They're gonna find a way to make an issue with it when it really ain't an issue.
No, I don't think there's an issue with it.
They're gonna do what they do regardless. We're gonna do what we do regardless, and nobody gonna ever stop that.
Like you, I kind of have like a love-hate relationship. I feel like it should be legal here, but then I don't see it happening.
I don't see it.
I don't,
bro.
I don't see it.
I don't see that shit.
So, you also, you know, other than Kush Junkie, you have Culture Media.
Yeah. That's my business we at right now.
Yes, we're actually, you can tell we're not in the normal setting. We are at Culture Media with Dank Lucas.
You know what I'm saying? We in the building.
So, what is that? If you want to just, you know, let everybody know what that is.
It's a store I got. It's on the south side of Houston, on Telephone Road. It's really like a place where you can just get anything done in the aspect of if you're trying to like build a brand, you can come here. I make shirts, you know. I just got the whole printing services, so if you need like flyers, anything related to your business to help grow your business, you know, I figured out how to try to get in where I can fit in and help other people do what they doing while still, you know, doing business and doing me, doing shit the right way.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to, you know, after this, we're definitely gonna have to talk about getting me some business cards or something, man, for sure.
We're gonna get you right. It's just, you know, I've been for years. I ain't never had a job really in my life, so this is like my first time. I've been doing this I've had this building for 6 years. I've been here, so but before that, I was, man, you know, I had never had a job, so always having to look over my shoulder. So now I can actually, you know, kind of just graduate and, you know, take a step out of what I was doing and focus on something. I got a baby now, trying to be able to, you know, take care of her and be here for her. So you gotta have something tangible. You can't just be in the streets buying jewelry. I mean, granted, I have jewelry, but I'm not like out here doing crazy shit, just trying to just buy some shit to impress somebody else. Like, you know, this is my brand, so I plan on putting Kush Junkie on everything, on watches, chains, whatever. You know, that's just to build a brand. But I don't do this to impress somebody else. I want tangible goods. You know what I mean? 'Cause at the end of the day, I own Kush Junkie, so shit. This is how much I say it is. You know what I mean? I name the price for this shit. You know what I mean? So that's how I see it. So I just see myself just trying to just focus on having more tangible goods. Just, you know, like back then, if I had a mind frame of instead of opening a trap house, I could have opened a corner store 10 years ago. If homies in the hood had that aspect, like they got people in the hood who open up trash spots and had that bitch booming in like 3-4 days, had that bitch jumping. Now what if they would open a business and did the same thing? They wouldn't be fucked up. Yeah. They wouldn't have lost all that money, you know what I'm saying? They would have had their little nephew and they would have seen that shit like, yeah, my uncle got a store versus my uncle's a motherfucking dope man, you know what I'm saying? But like that's something people can grow onto and you can leave for somebody. You know, I can't leave a trap house for my son. Like, yeah, you know, I'm dead, son, but I'm about to die. But, you know, here I got a trap down the street on 3rd. You can have that bitch just pumping. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that shit in life. You know, you gotta be able to leave something tangible. So that's just where my mind is, and that's why I got this building to keep myself on that positive movement. You know what I'm saying? Even though my music ain't where I wanted to be, you know, I'm still gonna continue to have these business endeavors that I do, just to continue, just because this is me in real life. This ain't no rap cap. This ain't I don't have a staff next to me telling me what to do, or we're gonna open this store and you're gonna come here for the grand opening, like how most rappers do. Like, this is me doing everything. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to keep on doing this and just, you know, hopefully doors open up and, you know what I mean, shit get popping. But that's if not, I'm still gonna be getting it. If not, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not in the radio and across the whole world, you know, I'm still gonna find my way to be in your face some way, somehow. But, you know, I'm focusing on that music and it's gonna happen. When you put your mind to it, that shit gonna pop regardless.
So this building is also, you know, you have your studio here.
Yeah, I got 2 studios. At first I had 1 studio here.
Now you got 2.
And I got 2. This is the 2nd studio. We just finishing it up right now. But it just, like, when I first started rapping, I never wanted nobody to ever pay for my studio time. So, you know, I'm always going to the studio at night, coming out paying $200, $300 a night, $400 a night, and you going 3-4 nights a week. And that's just a lot of money. So, and then I had somebody else making my clothes for me. I was making Kush Junkie clothing, and I had somebody else pressing to make clothes. So, you know, you got to put money up to have inventory to buy the clothes. So I just like, man, why don't I just get a building and do this shit myself? And I was talking to my guy right here, my nigga Matt the Great, you know what I'm saying? I was telling him about this shit. We was going to TSU, and I was telling him, he was like, man, do this shit. And I was like, man, it was like that one semester, I ain't never came back to school, baby. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't able to come back to school, and I just had some money, and I was like, because really going to school for me was just really a cover-up. Like, this nigga right here kept me in school. He kept me in college for years because I didn't really want to go. I was just getting money, but it just, going to school was just the thing that I always, even though I never wanted to do it, it's what always got me out of trouble when I'm going to court and they ready to hit me with a book. But shit, I got motherfucking midterms next week, you know what I'm saying? And I always had a good lawyer and shit, man, so that shit was crazy. It was just crazy how the shit panned out. So whenever I finally couldn't go back to school, I just said, fuck it. Why am I going to business class to learn how to do business when I'm a motherfucking mogul? You know what I'm saying? That's when I got a motherfucking building and I just started doing it. And that's what I'm gonna continue to do, and that's what I feel anybody should do. If you got an idea, don't wait till you made it, till, you know, whenever you got you feel like you're rich enough to do it, man, take that risk. Just do it. You're already doing something. I'm just saying, if you're out there doing something you shouldn't be doing, man, fuck it, take the risk, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I did with this, you know.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. And look at you now. You got a whole podcast going. You got people coming through. You got people waiting to get on here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here with Dank Lucas.
You know what I'm saying? This is a dope motherfucking platform you got here. So shit, it's all because you took that risk, and more people should do that.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely, you know, I would tell somebody, if you have an idea, you just fucking go for it. Because, I mean, shit, I didn't want to be stuck with, like, a what if I would have tried it. Yeah,
that's my biggest thing. I never wanted to be old and be like, man, I could have did this or I could have did that. I had this idea. Fuck that. I just be trying random shit at times, and I don't be knowing what I'm doing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I just do it. And then sometimes it works. Like before This was like a green room back here. Like this is an empty warehouse, people. We in an empty warehouse that I built out with got like 5-6 rooms in here. I've been changing it up. You know what I'm saying? It's just because it's trial and error. You never know what you're gonna do. Like I think McDonald's was selling hot dogs at first. You know what I'm saying? And now they trap jumping, billion served.
Shit, I mean, yeah. With everything you do, you learn and you kind of grow as a person and as a with knowledge and everything.
Yep. So that's just what I'm doing here with this business shit, and I plan on getting into real estate and just other things to just see where the money at. You know, I'm gonna continue making music because this is my passion. It's my life. I just I don't really come here and make something up to rap. I just be telling just shit what be going on with me, and I just it's a great place to vent, and I ended up kind of being the nicest motherfucker in the world. So you know what I'm saying. So that's how that shit happened. So, and I when I first started rapping, I didn't even know how to rap. I was just in here just trying shit. Like I remember my first session with TA. TA was who taught me how to do ad lib. He was like, nah, Dank, you gotta say it here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what I was doing, but it's just eventually now I got my own studio, and I record myself now because I be in this bitch till 4, 5 in the morning. It's hard to get an engineer to come in here, so I've been here just experimenting shit, and it's lovely.
So with your music, what was your first mixtape, or what was album? What was the first one you put out?
I put out a few compilations before I put out my music is Dank Lucas, but my first project as Dank Lucas was You Stones.
Okay,
and You Stone, we dropped that in 2015, and it actually would have dropped before, but I had kind of caught a case before, and I had to push that shit back. That shit was ready in 2013, but it ended up coming out in 2015, and it's just after that I dropped The Most High. Yeah, that was just freestyles when I'm taking other people's beats, and after that I dropped Urban Legend.
Urban Legend,
March 30th. And right now I'm gearing towards dropping The Most High 2. That's just already done. I got another album done called Elephant in the Room. That's just posted on my hard drive waiting to come out. I got some videos I need to drop. I'm working on some videos right now. I have a lot of music. I could probably put out 3 albums right now, 3 to 4 albums right now, on my computer right now. We can go through me and you if you want to. It's just from being able to come in here every night and just at least do something.
So whenever you were, getting into rapping, how was it in a new field for you of actually being in a studio, actually trying to lay something down?
It was hard because when I first used to rap, I used to write shit in my phone, everybody writes stuff on paper or your phone or whatever, and I would always have problems reading and rapping at the same time. And around the same time, I was hanging around my big bro Fresh. He just dropped that Fresh disc. I need to go check that, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I had to throw that in, Fresh, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out Fresh.
I'd be around him, and he'd be in the studio playing chess, you know what I mean, hanging out, talking, chilling and shit, and then he just gets up, going to the motherfucking booth, and drops the illest verse you hear. And I'm like, God damn, nigga, you ain't write that shit? He was like, nah, nigga. So ever since then, I was like, man, what the fuck I'm writing for? So I just, ever since that one day, I ran in the studio with him and I seen that shit. I never wrote again to really. I probably wrote some shit down to just if I'm in the traffic or something, write some shit down and remember it. But I probably never really wrote again, and it really helped me to kind of just memorize my shit and just rap like that.
Okay. So, The Most High, how did that one actually come about? If you wanted to do a mixtape with just everybody's beats on it.
I'm a big fan of Wayne's The Dedication, so. It's just, that was around the same time, and he took a little hiatus, and I was just like, man, I love rapping on other people's beats. I don't know why. I just feel like other people's beats just be lit, because you already know what they did on it. I don't know what it is, what it be about that. You already got an energy for it, an idea for it. When you're working on a brand new beat, you got to come with some fresh new ideas. But whenever you hear a hot-ass beat, you already heard a hot-ass verse on it, you already know what you want to do on it. So rapping on somebody else's beat was so easy to me, so that's how The Most High came about, and yeah.
How did you actually, pick the beats that you actually wanted to put on there? Because there's a big span of different stuff on there.
Yeah, it got old beats. Cause then I started rapping so late. Before I started rapping, I always used to hear shit Be like, man, if I was rapping, I want to rap on that beat. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but I wasn't rapping then. So when I started rapping, it was just I go back to that shit. I remember that, like them beats. That was classic beats. And I was like, man, I don't give a fuck if this shit's 8 years old. I'm still rapping on this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that went apart with just me just choosing beats. It's just different beats that spoke to me and I vibed with. And it was just beats that was like at the moment, like the Drake back to back. Like it was just something hot at the time. So I just jumped on that beat. And yeah.
So, how long was it before you dropped Hugh Stoned and The Most High?
Probably like a year and a half.
Okay.
I was like I was probably doing too much. Like I'm always doing too much. One foot in, doing one thing, one foot doing another thing. So it's just now I'm way more focused. I'm focused on music now, that where I'm just trying to just have as much music done as possible, to where anytime I know I want to drop something, I ain't dropped something in a while, I can go put something together. And I'm always working, so I can always put something together, something current.
Yeah. So how long was it between The Most High and Urban Legend?
Probably like a year and a half.
Okay.
A year and a half, but I'm trying to make it to where like them hiatuses is not gonna happen no more, because I'm planning on dropping The Most High 2 within 30 days from this interview, because it's already done. I just need to just do the little small technical shit that needs to be done before you drop a project. Cause I'll be doing everything on my own, so just little shit I want to have ready before the shit drops, and then after that, I'm gonna start prepping for Elephant in the Room first quarter next year for sure. Elephant in the Room gonna drop first quarter, and then I want to have something for every quarter. Like treat this shit like basketball. Like make sure I make sure you putting up a basket every quarter. Every quarter you putting something up, versus just staying dormant for the whole year and then trying to drop at the end of the year when everybody else dropping. Just trying to drop all year.
So, what do you think is the growth been between Urban Legend, The Most High, Hugh Stoned? What do you think of the growth as an artist been between all those?
I mean, a whole lot, because like You Stone probably had some of my first songs ever by myself. So like ever as an artist is on You Stone, like some of my first songs. So as of now, when I'm dropping Urban Legend, I probably got like a couple hundred songs I probably did that didn't even drop. I just was in there fucking around like, nah, I ain't dropping this shit, but it was cool little exercise, So that's the difference, to where I done did a whole lot more music from You Stone to this point of now when I'm about to drop The Most High 2.
Okay.
A whole lot more music.
Do you think like your style as an artist has grown over the times?
No, definitely. It's grown a lot. I do more things with my voice, I different flows and shit. So it's grown a lot. Sometimes like people will hear my shit and be like, "Who's that on the second verse?" I'm like, "Nigga, that's me."
So, compared to putting Hugh Stone together, what was it like putting Urban Legend together?
Man, that shit was fun. I treat everything like my first project. Like putting Urban Legend together, I feel like I was dropping Hugh Stone all over again. So that's just I treat everything like it's my first. And that's how I feel right now. I'm about to drop The Most High 2. I'm so excited. I want y'all to hear this shit, taking other people's beats and just doing my thing on them.
What can we expect from that one? Like, what do you have, beat-wise on that one?
I got a lot of shit that's current, that's like hot current. Like the shit you hear your favorite rappers on, the shit that's spinning on the radio, I'm on there just, doing it the Dank way. I mean, putting real bars on them. So, I mean, I'm not just trying to talk down on some people, but, I feel like I rap better than a lot of people. So if I'm on your beat, I pretty much rap better than you did on your beat. But not just no pun intended. It's just how I feel about myself.
You gotta be confident in what you're doing. Like, shit, whenever you're putting something out in front of everybody, you gotta be confident with what you're doing.
Sure.
So, what was your favorite track to actually do on Urban Legend?
Okay, I'll say, which one was it? Either California Connection, because it was just like a reggae vibe, and I just love that vibe, and it was just something so different for me, and for it to like sound how it sounded, and like I was like, man, this is lit. So I was really excited doing that one. But on another tip, I say the intro and outro, because those are on the same beats, and it's just this vibe I came on those. I love that shit. It was just after I did that shit, I was like, God damn, that gotta be the intro. Oh God. And I was like, man, I gotta use the same beat for the outro. I'm not even gonna play with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's how the intro and outro came about. I did the intro and I was like, nah, hell no, this shit lit. I gotta do the outro on this beat. And I did the outro on it. I was like, yup, it's coming apart. I was going to an interlude on that same beat too, but I was like, no, I'm gonna let that bitch breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Just give it to you. Just enough.
Yeah, it's enough.
So, you have your next 2 albums actually planned to come out.
Yep.
Elephant in the Room is the next one, right after Most High 2. Yeah.
I can't wait for y'all to hear that one.
So, what do you like? Do you have like what was the direction you went in with that one?
That one is more on some just. I have like some like songs where I'm speaking on social stuff going on into current stuff going on today. You know how these police killing colored people for no fucking reason and getting away with it. I'm talking about that, and then I'm just really spazzing on some shit on there. Like I really like Elephant in the Room. That's why I call it Elephant in the Room, because it's that shit that's in your face. It's right there in your face, a big ass elephant in the room, but you act like you don't see it. So that's just why I called it that name.
Okay. So, for the Most High 2, do you have like a definite release date? You said in the next 30 days, but you don't have any.
I don't have a definite release date. I don't even know what today is. Okay, today's October 27th. Okay, I got 2 missed calls on this phone. Yeah.
So, no release date.
No release date yet, but I say around Thanksgiving. I'm gonna give that to y'all. Thankfully, I'm gonna be thankful when I give that to y'all on Thanksgiving. So we're gonna call it that now.
So with the Elephant in the Room, do you have any features on that one? Because this last one you had you know.
I had my whole Fresh Lord gang on
yeah.
there.
Yeah, Fresh, and then you had
I had MC
BZ.
I had my nigga Squalor on there, and then I had my boy Nelson Seri. Yeah, he's not a Fresh Lord, but he's an ape. He's an ape gang. You know what I mean? That's my boy right there. Look out for him. He's a very, very talented reggae artist. He's also from the same island I'm from. Nelson Seri, yeah, he's hard. Okay. I got him on there. And yeah, that's it. I got Fresh, Squalor, BZ, and Nelson on there.
So that's who everybody's on this the new one?
No. Only person on there so far is Fresh.
Okay.
We did something hard like before I dropped Urban Legend. We did something so hard I didn't want to put it on there.
Damn.
So yeah, that's all. He the only feature I got so far, but I'm probably gonna add some more people on there, for sure.
So for that one, are you planning any kind of release party or?
Yeah, I want to get more structure behind like having release parties and events and having more like pop-ups and shit like that. I definitely want to have a release party, and you definitely gonna be in the building for sure.
For sure. I'll be there.
No doubt, you know what I mean? But I want to have like just different pop-ups in different cities, because, you know, I travel a lot. I don't really just stay on the hometown grind, because, you know, hometown is where you could either be crowned or you either get down, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like to stay around like that. Not just no diss to it, but I'd rather just plant seeds in every different city I go to. I'm planting a seed. I'm in Brooklyn on the block, you know what I mean? They fucking with me out there. I'm in LA all the time, in the hills. All type of famous motherfuckers' houses. I don't even know how I got in these motherfuckers' houses, being there partying and shit.
I saw you with 2 Chainz in the picture.
That was for Fresh's album release for Freshism.
Okay.
And Tip pulled up. You know, that's his big homie. I mean, they real cool. So, you know, Tip pulled up and supported him on that. So that's how that picture came about. That's
dope. I know. I had seen that you had put a caption. Everybody was calling you 2 Chainz.
Man, yeah. I mean, I've been hearing that shit for so long, bro. Like, and it really just happened when I started getting more money. Like, and that's just why I say
everybody just pick something.
They pick something like, damn, this nigga look fly. Like, he look like 2 Chainz.
He look like 2 Chainz.
And it really happened at TSU. Like, when I was going to TSU, I had a teacher who would call me, oh, we got 2 Chainz in class. I'd be like, man, I would hate that shit. Like, because I don't want to get.
You don't want to be compared to 2 Chainz.
That's just crazy. You
don't want to be compared to another dude.
Why would you want that? So just people would always try to make jokes about this shit, but I never just take it personal. Cause, you know,
but now, I mean, you getting the last laugh because you doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Now it's kind of the last laugh. Not really the last laugh, but it's just like, I've been lit. It's like you just, instead of calling me my name, like, damn, Dank, you looking, I see you, you want to call me somebody else's name. That's just all that is. If somebody sees you and says, oh, you look like so-and-so, like, nah, you really don't want to tell me I'm fly.
Yeah.
So you tell me I look like so-and-so. That's all that shit is. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't tripping. I already know how to take that shit.
Yeah. So where can everybody find your music and everything at?
all platforms, but you can find everything centralized on kushjunkieonline.com. You can find all my music and links to my videos and clothes and what I'm doing next and links to my social media and all that. Kush Junkie Online.
Kush Junkie Online. It'll be in the description down below. What is your IG and everything, just for everybody can have it?
At Dank_Lucas.
At Dank_Lucas. Is that also on Twitter?
Yep, same thing on Twitter, at Dank_Lucas.
And you can find all the merch and everything there at
I have a Kush Junkie clothing at Kush Junkie clothing on both social networks, on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow that to keep up with my clothes, and on Facebook also. So I'm pretty much on all social networks. You gotta work the internet now. The internet's how anything happens nowadays.
Yeah, it's definitely part of being an artist, part of building something.
It's part of life. It ain't part of being an artist. It's part of being anything you doing. You gotta be on the internet.
So look out for the Most High 2. And be on the lookout also for that elephant in the room, because that's going to be coming first. You said first quarter of next year?
First quarter is coming out.
Man, be on the lookout for that.
I might drop it for Christmas on some crazy shit, but probably first quarter. I need to drop more videos. I got videos I ain't dropped yet for Urban Legends, so that's what I'm working on right now.
So links for everything will be down below, man. You can check out the site, check out everything. Go on Apple Music, Spotify. Your music's even on SoundCloud. You ain't even got to pay for it.
Yeah.
You just stream that shit. Just check out the Urban Legend. Check out Houston.
Whenever you're going to sleep, just put that shit on and just put it on mute and go to sleep. I mean,
and actually, that your Most High is not on Apple Music.
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
I didn't see it on there.
Yeah, it's on there for sure.
Oh, okay.
No, not the Most High.
No.
That's like freestyle.
Yeah, so that one you could find on SoundCloud.
On that pitch and SoundCloud and YouTube.
Okay.
Or you can go on Kush Junkie Online and get you right to it.
See, I thought I was tripping. I was like, man, I didn't see it on Apple Music.
Yeah, I don't. It's crazy because sometimes I be seeing people having like shit on Apple Music that's like freestyles and shit, and sometimes you don't see that shit. So it's just, I don't know, but it ain't on there.
Man, but everything will be down below. Check it out. We got Dank Lucas in the building.
We got Dank in the building. You know what I'm saying? And I brought some goodies in here. I got some wax over here. I got some crumble over here. I got some moon rocks over there. Got some keef over there. Got some package over here.
Man, he is the highest out here.
The most highest, Kush Junkie.
The most highest, man. Appreciate you for coming on, man.
Appreciate you for pulling up, man. It's nothing.
For sure. I'm definitely gonna, cop me some Kush Junkie for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna lace you up, man. I gotta have you Kush Junkie down.
Oh man, I'm gonna be out here. I'm gonna be wearing it on the show. For sure.
Got you, bro. I'm gonna lace you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Check out his albums. Check out the site. Stay slumped.
Yeah, stay slumped, my guy.
Crack on the mattress, all spread out. This that Fred Flintstone, call it bed ride. 3 cell phones jumping to them grams out. Hand in hand, I'm a legend, fucking hand out. Saying once you smoke with it, get a red eye.